Morning.
Yo.
What?
So, you probably don't know this, but I'm on the board of a nonprofit organization. I'm going to need like a 3-4 minute skit to introduce something that we're actually doing right now. We're buying air respirators to send to India because of all that's going on right now. At one point, I'm going to say, guys, quick announcement, right? I'm going to introduce my charity organization and, just basically tell them what's going on now. But I'm going to ask you to put a link in your video after the fact and say, guys, whatever you want to donate, whatever.
I'll tell you what, because I'm also doing a charity thing, or not a charity thing. We're doing a GoFundMe raise for Darby's friend. So I think we should do our intro. We should talk. We should show off the FU watches. We should, 10, 15 minutes, get everybody in, get viewers engaged, introduce the special guest, have some fun, get it lively, and then I'll cut to saying, hey guys, let's stop for a minute. Now that we've got everybody up, awake, alive, let's talk about social media, and I'll introduce it. And since I've already introduced mine before, I'll let you start. Are you going to show a video or what?
No, I'm gonna simply talk about it. We're gonna link it all below.
Okay.
And I'm simply gonna talk about Watches for Good. My company's called watchesforgood.org.
Watchesforgood.org. Okay.
You can go check it out if you want. I'm on the board of that company. It was started by my buddy at Google, and these guys are all watch geeks. And we said, you know what? There's a big community of watch guys. We're well off enough to buy watches. Therefore, we're well off enough to, donate. And it's, charity's always been something I have thought behind the scenes. I don't boast about it, but this time I'm actually going to reach out to the viewers and just see how powerful this is. And we're physically buying this week these air respirators, whatever they are, to send to India.
Yes. Okay, let's do that. And then after the video's done, I'll pin a comment to the top with links to both of those.
Whoever your surprise guests are,
okay,
make sure they change their names.
Gotcha.
Because when they log on to Zoom, it usually displays people's names. So when they log on, we'll all log on like 10 minutes before or 5 minutes before, and tell your surprise guests to change their names as soon as.
So the voices, the voices matched up. We're good. Everyone's ready.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go, guys. Welcome to the second edition of Watch Market Update. With joining you, we've got myself, Anthony. I've got number 2, Marco, as you guys dubbed, which we are actually very, very much equal. Hopping across the pond, or no, just the other side. We've got Eric, Watch Eric out in Miami. Across the pond from Pride and Pinion, guys, you love him, you know him. He curses way too much. Nico Leonard. We've got the king of all Facebook groups, Vadim, who runs and started the Moda Empire slightly before I started in this business and is killing it when it comes to Facebook wholesale groups. Vadim, Vadim. And last but not least, we've got the crazy Russians from Pennsylvania, Roman, Sharf, and Adrian. Guys, welcome. Also, since I'm hosting this, Roman, you had the pleasure of last week introducing a surprise guest, Nico, which we all loved, made it a very entertaining show. I thought I would bring on a couple surprise guests as well. The first guy I picked, I felt like we've got, if I'm looking at the screen right now, we have 5 of the top YouTubers and Facebook on here. Why not introduce one more who's killing it in it's a different genre, but this is a, do what?
If you brought Archie, I will run. I will just run there. I'm out.
My first surprise guest over from the UK, would you introduce yourself?
Where is he?
Why can't I see him? There we go. There we go. I love that jacket, Paul. All right, you guys are going to love this. Now, I decided not to bring one, but to bring 2 guests on here. And it made sense because the topic of today, aside from the watch market news, is going to be FU watches. It's just going to be FU to the watch market in general. So I want to throw a big FU out to my next guest. He is one of my biggest fans. He's been following our journey since day one. He's been extremely supportive. I'm just going to have him come on. Will my next guest introduce yourself?
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Did he really leave?
Did Nico leave?
Oh my god.
Great to see you. This is great.
Welcome to the channel.
Here. All the winners. The winners here. That's what I like to see. All the winners.
Somebody get Nico back on here. It's not going to be complete without him. We're going to go straight to you, Roman. So, since you like to, it's very known that you like to interrupt Adrian throughout this, we're going to start a timer or a ticker. Every time you interrupt Adrian, you've got to donate $20 to a charity, which we will all collectively decide at the end of this. Actually, I think we've got some. And you can, okay, prepay for.
He's already prepaid.
All right, so moving on to the market update, I want to hop around. Let's start with Paul. I want to see people are still, in my opinion, I'm a dealer. I'm stocking a lot of these pieces and I'm not holding them. The green Daytona and the platinum Daytona. Where do you see this market? Where do you see it going? Have you seen them selling? Buyers are calling me every day asking if I'm buying, asking what we're selling them for. Right now, it tends to be this gray space that people don't really know. What do you think?
I think the platinum Daytona is pretty much is probably a little bit more sold in the respect that everyone was expecting that green Dole Daytona in particular to be discontinued. I know they was expecting it maybe with the Plaid as well, but the green Dole here in the UK at least is perhaps a little
30
bit
minutes.
more sold. Where the market's going, I can only see it moving forward. I think depending on the economies, your economy might be a bit different to ours. Certainly here in the UK, the economy is super strong right now. I don't see anything bad happening. I don't see anything going backwards. Thanks ever so much. I really appreciate it.
Guys.
Have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good evening.
On that new group chat that you made for Vic and Alfred going over the 2 Instagram pages,
Okay.
did you want me to go over your Instagram account since Vic is going to have one and Alfred will have one?
No, because then you're still having to, because I wanted to give Clove mine so she can help do that. I want you to focus on the internet leads. If you have, we've got Timepiece Gentleman Timepieces, my personal account, and the website leads. The website leads of all of those are going to be the most qualified. They're the most vetted leads because people actually went and took time to go on the website, fill out the form. Those are good leads. You need those. Like I said, yesterday I had 3 phone calls of people that have put in forms and requests and haven't gotten called back. So if you give Vic an Instagram account, give Alfred an Instagram account. That's their sales platforms. Let them do what you've been doing. Now you move on to the next one, which is the internet leads. Because again, there's still a bunch of personal stuff. And Instagram, there are good leads in there, but they're not as qualified as the website leads.
So do you still want it to be joint everything?
What do you mean?
Well, if they both have their own platforms and their own
Yeah, it's still joint. It doesn't matter. It's still joint. Again, the overall goal, y'all are a sales team. Everything you, Alfred, and Vic sell together goes in one pot.
So I can start doing the website leads, and you want me to start taking over, not taking over, but learning invoicing to do that? Would be the next step after that?
No, I want you focused on sales. Mike does invoicing. Well, here's what I don't want. Here's the problem. Here's where things get mixed up, like this sub deal we just had. When you've got too many people intermixing in a deal, it's like playing telephone. By the time it gets done, it's been screwed up somewhere. So Mike does invoicing. Mike does shipping labels. Maybe we can take shipping labels off of you and give that to Trent. Whoever's doing invoices and financials and inventory, that's all you do. Yeah. If you're doing sales, that's all you do. All I want you focusing on is getting a sell. When the sell's done, the client's happy, you pass it on to Mike. Mike finalizes it. Then you move on to the next customer. If you're having to stop and you sell me a watch and then you're having to go draw up an invoice, but you just talked to this guy over here and you're looking for a watch, the time it takes you to deal with me, you've gotten sidetracked and you've forgotten about him.
So just to be clear, there are leads coming from 4 different primary sources.
Where are they all
apart from
coming
Instagram,
from?
right?
Yeah.
So they're coming from the landing page, Anthony at Gentleman Timepieces. There are people emailing you.
We need to take that email off of everything.
People still know it, right? It's just, we still
But
get
going
leads.
forward,
It's
yes, there's still going to be people. It's like taking my number
week after
off.
week over week, we get less and less.
Okay, so
Yeah,
take
but
my
there's
take
still-
my email off. My email needs to be for when we send invoices out. It doesn't need to be for leads, people just coming off the YouTube channel. Because I was looking through my email last night and I've got 20 emails of people looking for a job or looking to do collaborations. I don't need that anymore. Info at Gentleman Timepieces is the only
So
email
we
that needs
get
to be
leads
out there.
there.
That is main lead. I think everything needs to go to info at Gentleman Timepieces, and then inside info, you disperse it in the boxes. If it's
So that's the idea, right? So we're going to use info as the main collect all or catch all. We're going to have subfolders in there
right,
for each
like,
source.
okay.
And then we can email out from there. Everyone's going to have an email. Actually, everyone has an email
No.
address now.
All email leads go to him from now on.
And he can actually, Dylan can actually reply right off of those as either info. So the person will receive the email saying it's coming from info, or if he wants to make it more personalized, it could be from Dylan. It's a very easy solution.
I would say they need to come in. Info needs to act as the hub. Everything gets stored in the hub and then gets dispersed out. But the only person it gets dispersed to is him. You forward all those to Dylan at Gentleman Timepieces, and that's where you start working.
So it'll come to info, and then when I read it, I will personally reach out.
You won't get it at info.
everybody.
Jimmy will.
Yes.
You won't get it at info. Jimmy will. Everything goes into info. Jimmy responds to stuff in info. If it's because from info, you're going to get people that are subscribing to the newsletter. It's going to say, you got a subscriber. You got a subscriber. Put those in the subscriber folder. I told Jimmy I'd like him to go through and actually write these leads down, because here's what I don't want. Dylan's having to take time to write all those down and read through them. He just needs to go straight to answering them. So if those go straight to a spreadsheet that acts in live data, he can start the morning with, okay, let me start with number one. Let me see what this guy wants. Let me reach out to him. Mark it green because you've contacted him. Go to the next one.
Only sent
We
one.
need these instead of printed. Well,
We have this in spreadsheet format too.
So what,
Okay.
what you're wanting is something like this, but even more broken down.
well, it's just like, gentlemen, stay around. I mean, these are all leads. Pepsi, I'd like to trade box and papers. What we need is a note column. So you need this actually. Just keep it like this. You can print it off, but you have it in spreadsheet format.
This is what it looks like now on a daily basis. In these notes. Oh, here, the description of what they're looking for.
Okay. And now is there a section to show what kind of action has been taken on it?
Yes.
Where?
Right here. Owner, not started. These are all the different statuses that you can select. Just put it here. And then if Dylan wants to assign it to someone specific, he puts it here, right? Alfred himself. We can color code these statuses and just put them in there, and that's how you sort.
Okay. So Jimmy, also get us our CRM. Every one of these leads coming in,
The CRM is only as good as the folks putting data in it. Right?
that's what Jimmy's going to do. I don't want I don't want him stopping. He's doing sales.
Jimmy's doing the CRM.
I'm running this business. I don't want to stop to put someone's name and phone number and email in a CRM. Jimmy should do that. Every single email that comes in, every single phone call that comes in,
That's
what
a
he does.
lead in a CRM tool.
Go ahead and create it, and then put the lead in there.
Hey Monica, this is Dylan with Gentleman Timepieces. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Dylan?
I'm doing fantastic. So guess what just came in today?
My watch?
Yes, it did.
Not your watch.
Oh, Anthony's saying no. Never mind. Not your watch.
Cleaning supplies.
Cleaning supplies.
We just wanted to say hi.
We
What?
just-
I'm hanging up.
We just wanted to say hey to you.
I'm hanging up.
Your watch came in. It looks awesome. This is my favorite watch for a woman. Two-tone, mother of pearl, diamond dial, diamond bezel. It looks good.
All right. Well, y'all gotta send me some pics, and then I need to get y'all paid.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'll have Mike get you an invoice over here shortly.
He sent me one, but I didn't know how I was gonna pay you like from that invoice. He sent me one. Do y'all want me to like wire it to you? Is it easier to do that?
What's the
by
total of it?
credit card?
500 plus that.
You can do a bank wire. Or you could do Zelle. We don't take credit cards right now, so it'd have to be a bank wire or Zelle.
Just send me the wire information and send me the pics and everything, and let me see. And then I'll probably be in Dallas the end of next
Changing the strap on this. You want the rubber on there instead?
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's one of my way to work.
Okay, and then what's going on with these?
So, long story short,
Okay.
I had a huge milestone in my business, and I went out today and I bought my wife and daughter some gifts, some Louis Vuittons, and I've been kind of saving this and moving stuff around to get the watch, one or two watches I really want.
Uh-huh.
So, I came down today and I want to trade a couple for one or two or whatever it is based on the amount of money I have.
Okay. What do we got?
This one is a complete Hulk,
Okay.
never worn.
Okay. I like that. Let's see. What year? 2018. Okay.
The only thing that's been on is a watch winder to make sure everything was working.
Right. Well, that's good. Okay. Probably at 18 on that.
Okay. And then this one, Explorer 2, that I've worn a little bit, not much. So it is worn.
Okay.
It always had the rubber strap on it, so that's the original.
Okay.
Extra links and then everything else, and paper should be in there. And I actually do have the original
2018,
receipt.
okay. Let me see what Marco wants to buy. Yeah. Where do you want to buy this at? 2018, complete.
I don't know what these
Regular
I'm scared of
bracelet?
these now. With the bracelet, correct?
Yeah, right here. I've got this 2018 Hulk for Alfred 18, new.
Okay. This I'd like to be at 10. I'm not
The
sure what they're
bracelet's
doing.
new.
They went really high and they've come down. I just don't know where they've settled at. 'Cause
28,
10 and
28 for the
18
pair. So, what's your style of watch? I mean, what do you?
So really, it's what. So like I said, this one I'm wearing to the police department. That's what I'm going to wear to work.
Okay.
And then I have the sub. I have a Milgauss. That
Okay.
actually I bought 2 days.
Blue dial?
Yeah, blue dial. 2 days before. You're like, yeah, this might be a sleeper. So it's so I'm like, all right, but I really like it. And then
You bought it before I hyped it up.
Before I hyped it up. 2 subs and a Milgauss.
Okay.
So just kind of maybe something different. What about the Yachtmaster too?
That one's
That'd be different.
What's that one? 26, 27?
26.5.
26.5 plus tax. Or trade.
Well, everything's plus tax. Well, there's no tax if you're trading in.
Trade.
Okay.
You're trading, so you have no tax.
So you can get that one out the door.
So this is
That one's
That one I bought last week from an AD.
yeah, brand new.
I mean, that'd be different too.
this is 40, right?
40, yes.
This is I like this one.
Retail on that is, I think I paid 20, 24 and some change plus tax. So all in, I'm at like 28 something for that. So I'll take a loss, but it was a status builder for the AD.
Was it?
Yeah. I think this is. I mean, rose gold's the thing right now. It's too small.
You gotta go do something new.
Oh no, he's friend client.
Oh, it fits. Not one link needs to go.
It's almost like it's meant to be. It's like we do this on purpose.
Right. And then this is, you said 22?
22.5 on the root beer, brand new. 21. It's May 2021. Yeah.
I'll take this one and then.
Okay. So take this one too. Okay. How are you gonna pay for this one?
2 things. I give you a check now for the remainder of the 2,
Okay.
if you want.
So I can take a check, but I have to hold this until it clears next week,
Yeah, that's
and then I can ship it to you.
That's fine.
Cool.
No problem.
Done. Easy.
Done and done. Now you go eat.
So this one, and you've already got the Yachtmaster on, or where's it at?
Something put back.
I'll put it back. Okay. Well, let's knock it down.
Thanks, brother.
Fresh it. Then we're about to go do a podcast, and then we're gonna go make it
we're gonna get
Sam's.
Sam's. Who's all coming?
Probably me, you, Marco, and I don't know whoever else. Yeah, that didn't help. But I started while I was in prison this time. I'd had this feeling that something's got to change. I know there's something bigger than me. I can't keep up with this cycle that I've been in and out of jail for 10 years. I'm making money, but I'm making more money than I've ever thought of. But I've got nothing in my bank account. I've got nothing to show for it. Now I'm at prison again, and I've lost it all. Something has to change.
Right.
Something else that adds to it is you hear the stories of the old timers that have been in and out, and it's just they're destined to go to prison. Like they're destined to die in prison. I didn't want to have that story. Right. I know that when I get out, I've got a son I'm gonna meet, and they say everything's gonna change. So I was waiting for that, and I was kind of anticipating what that was gonna be like, and I wanted to start prepping for that. I read a lot while I was in prison. I wrote a lot. I got out and I decided I didn't want to jump back into real estate because that was ultimately my downturn. I worked for Coldwell Banker for a little while, and we held our lunch meetings at country clubs.
Right.
So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I was drunk by 2 o'clock at the nicest country clubs you can imagine.
Right.
And that was my job. And I didn't want to go back to that. I didn't want to chase money anymore. I didn't want to do what everybody else was doing. I wanted to just try something fun.
Right.
I got out. I've got no money. I've got no name out there. I've got no experience in the business. One of my skills was I'm very creative. I like photography. I like videography. So Instagram was an appropriate social media platform for me to be on. And I knew a little bit about social media from stuff I did before I went in. So I thought, well, I'll just start an Instagram account, and I'll start posting random watches, and I'll just start, trying to build some traction there. I'll get a real job to, satisfy the need of the parole,
Right.
and then I'll hustle watches on the side if I can. I got a job at the. I needed some discipline. I knew I needed some structure though coming out of prison. So the first thing I did the day I got out of the halfway house is I went and got a job at a gym, which I knew would be no problem for me. I've always been into fitness. I got a job at the front desk at 5 a.m. So I had to be up and ready to go at 5 a.m. 6 days a week. That was going to be my discipline for structure in the morning. And then I went and then I needed to actually make some money. So I knew bartending and I knew waiting tables really well.
Right.
So I went and got a job at a bar and a restaurant as well. That, in my mind, was the perfect sense of discipline and balance I needed, because I was going to be tied up every night and weekend working at the restaurant, and then I have to be up early to be at the gym to open. I'm not going to have time to, those dark hours where you can really get in trouble.
Right.
So I did that for 6 months. During that 6 months, I was learning watches, I was flipping them, I was hustling from pawn shop to jeweler and getting in the Facebook groups and the forums and learning the business. And I remember there was one day where it was like the third day in a row I was having to postpone doing a watch deal because I had to go to work. Mm-hmm. And that's the moment I was like, I need to quit both my jobs and I'm gonna focus on watches full time. And I may make money. I'm probably gonna lose some income right off the bat, right. But I knew that I loved it so much, and that if I could allow myself 3 months to give this my full-time attention, that I would get past that hump and I'd be a profitable entrepreneur. But it's something I just thought of. One reason for anyone out there listening that's starting a business or thinking about starting a business, I'm not successful because I have a morning routine. I'm not successful because I quit drinking. I'm not successful because I read every day, or because I work every day, or because I know a lot about watches, and because I'm good at social media and I'm good at marketing. It's none of that. Those are all little bitty things that add to it, but it's a pure passion. Right. And that's what I get a lot of people that want to start a watch business based on what they see on YouTube and what they see me post on social media. And it's 999 people that start a watch business out of 1,000 will fail.
Right.
Or they may not fail, they just won't do anything like I am doing, because they're not passionate and this is not their life. This is not what they're meant to do.
Right.
This is 100% what I was meant to do. If anyone ever asks you or says, I don't know what that is for me, well, just ask them this one question. Okay, I get that. You don't know what it is. Let's just take money and bills out of the equation, and let's just go to a perfect world where you don't need money for anything and you don't have to pay any bills. What would you do all day? Yeah. There you go.
So thank you everybody for listening. If you have any questions or comments, please email 3copstalk@gmail.com. That's the number 3copstalk@gmail.com. Go to our website. You can get all the episodes there. We'll be putting up links to Anthony's website and YouTube and everything on there. And then please go to where you get your podcast and download, subscribe, leave a rating.
The gold.
The all gold one?
Yeah.
What's the reference number of every beer?
1167. No. The gold one?
The two tone.
116713. Oh, the 2-tone? 126711.
Both of y'all can't come in here doing that.
Doing what?
Oh, you flexing, dude. I just took mine off.
What were you wearing?
You'll see.
Okay, fair enough. Do I need a mic up?
Yes.
There you go.
Ooh, look at that. This is how our morning started. Black Panther.
Where's the Panther at?
These.
Dude, I got a sold order for that Panther.
I've got 12 sold orders for that Panther. Too bad it's not for sale.
Damn.
It's just for flex. Word around the street is Anthony and Marco are buying all the hot pieces to tease. I'm glad people finally understand that.
This is the type of business we are. We're a
true collectors.
You know what? No, we're
True
not a
collectors.
We're not a watch company. We're a media company.
There you go.
There you go.
We're hiring these actor watches.
You know what? You know what I was Hey, but you know what I was thinking the other day? Like Roman, he was like, why Roman and a lot of dealers, they were like, why do you hold all that inventory? I have $1 million worth of watches in my personal collection.
So do I.
Start all the way back to my story. Why did I get in the watch business? The whole motivation for me start becoming a watch dealer was because I wanted to wear expensive watches for free.
There you go.
I have $1 million in watches for free.
I have the same story. Why did I get in the watch business? Because I had an obsession.
I
What's
want
up?
to become a million.
I wanted to breathe around the watches.
Well, you do. You get to breathe.
He says, I just wanted to breathe. Look what he's wearing. I remember when you were humble. Where's your Mont Blanc?
I threw it away.
No.
He's like, "Give it away."
It's got to be a trip to see everyone's like change over time, like with wearing, people that start like me. Like I didn't have a watch for 6 months.
You're already ruined.
Well,
Basically.
I'm
Darby
doing
was.
a-
I
I'm
remember
doing
when
a
Darby
few-
was so excited when he got his bluesy,
Oh, my
and then a
goodness.
month later he was like, "Meh."
I'm doing a few upgrades too in my little personal life.
Which ones?
New car.
Oh yeah, what are you getting?
RS7.
I'm working on a Rolls.
Chill.
Cullinan. I'm just kidding. It's too classy. Too much.
Am I taking over the Lexus or the Jeep?
No, I'm trading in the Lexus.
Dude, I'll give you my Jeep.
Seriously, I'll give you his Jeep. I'll give you his Jeep.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
What the heck am I gonna drive?
Do what?
I'll drive.
You have a new Maxima.
I drive a
a Maxima. Don't say that on camera.
You have a new Ferrari.
Thank you.
Someone has to be humble in the group. You're not allowed to not be humble until you've been here 6 months.
I'm already wearing a root beer.
Yeah,
You jumped the line.
You did. You were the fastest employee to get to wear a watch.
Yeah.
Do what?
If there was 100 watches, then we'd be on a plane.
Hello?
Hi, is it
Oh, there's another package in here. Yes, there was. Yes, it is.
Yes, there was.
Hi, Daryl with Harrow Transportation calling on behalf of Harrow Logistics Group.
Yes. Are you with Wolf? Wait, are you delivering?
Calling to schedule, yes.
Is it for today?
It can be.
Okay.
Alrighty, sir. We will call when we are getting close.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you. Bye. That's my 24-piece tower. I'm gonna open that one. Ooh, I know what this is.
Give me a knife.
Easy. Another skeleton?
I wish, but no. Still a good piece though.
What? This one? Alright. Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I mean, Marco, you want to get him you think we'll get him a new one?
Dude, that thing is polished. Huh?
I'm just back and get him a new one.
Like the root beer. I keep every time dude, you've got one. We sold one yesterday to the guy that did our podcast, and then Mike just bought an all gold one. It's kind of a sign. Now, it's the only thing I don't have is a root beer.
I was telling this gentleman, I said, it seems so much bigger on camera.
Oh yeah, the store.
It's small. I see why you
With the
want to
angles. Well, yeah. If you look at, I mean, we've got 5 clients in here and 5 employees. It's chaotic. But the new space, oh my god.
Oh, it's awesome.
It is gonna be. It's people can't even imagine. Hey, let's go over here where it's a little bit quieter. Like you saw the empty shell. What we've got in store, it's gonna be on another level. And the guy that's designing it has he's already designed 10 or 12 other stores. He's done a lot of stuff, but he's done I think between 10 and 12 boutiques for high-end brands, for high-end watch brands. So I was like, all right, well, you take all the, we're going to give you all of our ideas. We're going to tell you all the things that we want. And then you incorporate that into the best of the best that you've done with everyone else.
That's going to be great.
Essentially, we're going to make it, well, we got a YouTube channel ourselves, but we're going to make it's going to be a show inside the store.
And I think it's true what you have alluded to every time. I'd watch YouTube 5 minutes, 8 minutes, get off of it.
Right.
Yours, I'm waiting on it. Hour and a half goes by, and I'm like, hey, it's over with.
Right. We're still tweaking. There's still a lot of I'd say by the end of this quarter we'll have most of the bugs figured out, so where we consistently put out content, consistently have our audio levels fixed, the visuals. So, but it's fun. That's the cool thing, is that it's at least fun. So did you come by to say hi? Did you come by to get something to buy or sell?
I guess on consignment.
Okay. What do you got?
I think.
Let's take a look at it right here. Yeah. Ooh.
I know. I just don't. It wears too small for me.
2019. Okay.
I just like a bigger watch.
Okay. Marco, where do you see 2019 116-500 white? White Daytona. 28? Okay. I think they're more than that, but consignment, I see it selling. I think 28's too low. I think I see it selling around 33, 34.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, 34 safely. Consignment, okay. 28's too low on that, dude. 28.
What do you see?
I think it'll sell for 34.
No. 30 grand. I just sold a brand new one for 34.
To who?
That's a client.
That was too cheap. I don't know, we're gonna consign it.
No. Okay.
Yeah. You have a pen anywhere? Sorry. I know I'm all over the place.
I'll talk to you.
The money's not a problem, you know, it's fighting the freaking watch.
I heard money's not a problem. Take him to the back room. Pull out the special case. You out here, buddy? Thank you. Thank you. You'd think I would know the consignment rates off the top of my head. I wrote them, but I also have a million other.
Well, it's not like you don't have 1,000 things going on.
Right. I will also say, if you ever steal my phone, if anyone ever steals my phone, hoping to find naked pictures, they're going to be really disappointed. It's 55,000 pictures and 54,000 of them are watches. So 5%. Today is the 8th, and get you to sign that. When we get an offer on it, I think it's going to sell. We're going to shoot for 34,000. When we get an offer, we'll call you and say, hey, look, this is the offer we got. Or this is what you'll net if you accept this. You tell us yes or no.
And then what about?
And then we just wire you. Once I get back, I'll put that in inventory, and Mike will send you an emailed copy of that.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Cool. Hey,
Nice to
appreciate it.
everything.
But we should have that gone next week.
Okay.
No problem.
Hey, no big deal.
Friend of mine.
Richard Neal.
Oh, it's right over here. That's my personal collection, minus a couple pieces that I left at home.
Wow. Don't want to hold it over anything that's nuts.
I work out in it, ride my motorcycle in it.
Gosh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
You total the watch and not the bike.
Oh no! If I fell, I'm crunching with it. That bike, I can replace it easy. When I get a new watch, I'll wear it for a day or two, and I'm like in love with it, and then it goes in the collection, and then it goes in rotation. Surprisingly, I didn't even think it. I liked this watch, but when I bought it, I've been wearing that the most. I bought it a week and a half ago, and I've been absolutely obsessed with that still. I don't know why, because I don't like the Pepsi Jubilee. I don't like the old Pepsi. I sold my Tiffany Pepsi because I never wore it, but that one I just absolutely love it.
Well, awesome.
Cool.
All right, I'm
Hey,
gonna get
man.
out of your hair. All right.
Pleasure doing
Can't wait
business.
to see the new place.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm heading out myself.
All right. Marco, you have 2 seconds for a picture?
All right, cool. Well, I won't take no more time. Anthony?
Hey,
All right.
you get taken care of?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. So R598 is what starts 88.
Well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
It's an R150, so it's an 87.
87.
Damn.
Just go, like I,
So not my birth year.
3 weeks ago. Do you like look for watches in your year?
I don't go looking for them, but if one comes in and it's my birth year and it's something cool, I'd buy it. I mean, it's a good looking watch.
Hello?
Hey, I sent you a picture. Where do you see this watch? It's full. Like, what's it worth to sell? Yeah, it's a 15037, solid gold, box, papers, everything.
I'd say 65, 7-ish.
Okay. That's what it would sell for?
I think it'll bring 7.
Okay. Did you want like a full appraisal done on it, or were you wanting more just the value?
Oh, just the value.
Just the value,
My
yeah.
family wanted just to know, just so they could. And I
That's-
was like, hey, I know a guy, and we happen to be in now. It's like, I know exactly who I'm going to come see. So.
Nice. So there you go, about 7.
Okay.
If you were to sell it right now, it would bring to an end user about 7.
Yeah.
We would buy it at like 5,500. A dealer would buy it around 5 to 5,500.
Okay,
Cool. All right, dude. Well,
Dude,
y'all have fun.
thanks, man.
Yeah, y'all have fun at the fight tonight, man.
Yeah.
Hope it turns out however you want it. Well, obviously Canelo.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks for your time.